Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope.
Hey you, welcome to my channel. My name's Cammielle and I am going to discuss and let you know I cut my hair. Not me personally, but someone did for me. I told her to cut split ends, anything rough, which were the fairy knots, and it was a large amount. So it's kind of like a big chop for me. Here's the reveal. Had to hide it, so it's like a surprise, you know? Yeah, but here's my pile of hair I no longer wear anymore. These chunks, she cut it in like increments 3 times, and then she told me, I still feel some roughness, i.e. the fairy knots. Do you want me to go further? And I said no. Let's see if I can repair it, because I also want to show you how I do my hair now, because now I am oil rinsing after conditioning, which is help to reduce breakage as well as dryness right after conditioning. So yeah, and there are various oils you can use depending on your high porosity and low porosity hair, and I want to discuss that as well as show you what I do currently with this added oil rinsing, with this gift I got from someone years ago. I'm starting to finally finish it up because I feel like oil may be too much for my hair, but yet I just don't know the amount I need to put in it. Of course, I'm using some leave-in conditioner that was also gifted to me for Christmas this past year, so taking that to advantage. Of course, I'm going to detangle my section and then braid it halfway through and finger coil the rest, so there's no need for a rubber band to keep it together. So yeah, now let's begin with the hair into multiple sections, which I'm kind of okay with doing. This is like a 30-minute, close to 40, depending on how fast I am. I always either make sure my hair is nice and damp before I rub in the oil. I first start from the midsections to the ends, and then I add a little more to go close to the root area. I feel like you can't go all the way up to the root. However, I kind of don't want to do that yet. I want to be a little more comfortable. I tend to make sure it feels that little oily consistency before I add conditioner. However, there's always a chance of some knots happening due to just coming out of the shower, which also means that there are still fairy knots in my hair. So once I've added conditioner, I tend to also seal in with a gel. Forgive me, I'm a little shaken up just using one finger, because that is, I get tired after brushing my hair so much in the shower. And then once I feel satisfied with sealing in the gel, I then comb it through so that my curls are not clumped up together. They have some separation, individuality. And then I just crunch that up to my heart's content. Make sure I hear that wonderful squishy noise when moisture is locked into your hair, and proceed to the next section, which is now going to be fast forwarded. Anywho, let's document and remember that if we have high porosity and you want to oil rinse, you can use avocado and olive oil. And if you have low porosity and you want a lighter oil, you can use grapeseed oil and jojoba oil. Now, the oil that I have does have grapeseed oil as well as olive oil, so it's like a mixture, which is pretty good. So that's kind of what I want to find later on when this oil that I'm currently using is almost gone. But that's what I do. Now, during the front section tends to be varied. Sometimes I brush it forward and then just throw it backwards. to add more volume and not have to separate the little fuzziness curls in the front. Sometimes I put it in 3 sections, but that's not always what happens. And now I'm taking this scalp treatment area to some patchy dry spots on the top that could be due to lack of washing, I believe, due to dandruff and all that jazz. So I am just going to rub that in because I have not gotten an exfoliant scrub, let alone made one, to try to work that in and get the dry patches in the front taken care of. So I'm using this oil to hydrate it because it could be dry spots. You know, I have eczema. I could have eczema on my head as well, so that's what I'm thinking. You know, that jazz. But that's my routine. I just let it air dry, and once I'm satisfied, I love the results. Anyway, like and subscribe. Embrace joy.
Switching, you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient.